Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Layback Gamer, and we're back with another video. I'm not sure what it is, but it is bound to be, hopefully, a very exciting one. So yeah, we're back. And, well, you read the title, so you know exactly what we're going to be doing. So, if you like the video, leave a like. Maybe even consider subscribing if you really like the video. Ooh, that'd be very nice if you did. And, well, yeah, so go on, grab some food and a beverage, maybe not one that's that fancy, sit back, and enjoy the show.
And, oh, look at that brew, a few different brews from the Betweenlands. When we go to there, we could bring it back, and that would, add to the, this is a place where the guards can come and get some drink, they can get food. Obviously there'd be a cook here, and we give them a basement that had be a storehouse, maybe an upper area where the cook can go, a cook and slash brewmaster can rest up there. And of course there'd be our own one for over here. I mean, what kind of king would I be if I didn't at least have my own for here? Come on, ladies and gentlemen. What kind of king would I be? So we'll use the redwood. We'll actually change into planks. Planks to represent runes, and then this is gonna take a lot of redwood, so just in case I need any more for we'll use the redwood here to symbolize exterior walls, and this to represent interior walls. So let's start mapping this out. Now, this isn't going to be the main entrance to the castle is going to be kind of where our chest area is. Unfortunately, there's no big door. I can't make a really big door. Maybe I might actually want to install Ancient Warfare. Yeah, I might want to do that. But I should first explore a large chunk of... I would want to finish filling out the map that we have here. So, as we saw, mapping out our where our kingdom would extend to, get down here as well, kind of finish exploring around here, get all these little nooks and crannies filled out. Maybe not so much over here, because would be said that, yeah, this is dead land. There's not going to be anything on the other side. Our explorers went deep into this, but there's not going to... We theorize that there's not going to be anything over here. The mesa may be too high for our map for our scouts to effectively get out to there. Obviously the oceans wouldn't be able to explore. Would want to try to round this out a bit more. Pretty sure. And then up here, explore a little bit more up this way, but ultimately we wouldn't want to, because with so much frozen tundra, our even I thought, okay, maybe the further up north we go, the more frozen land it's going to be. So no point in going up any further, otherwise we're going to risk our soldiers just dying to the cold. I'd have to map over here. If you guys want to see that, I can do some videos for that, just where we slowly map it out, or we have I just show maybe some screenshots of some highlights. Then obviously over here, swampland. Not sure if reasonably we would explore through the swampland. Maybe it's just too dense for us to get through the dark forest here. This area would just be too dense for us to traverse. Although then again, up here might not be. Not sure. Probably would. And then, oops. Down here, be written off as, yeah, there's another kingdom. This is down any further down and we get into somebody else's kingdom, and they don't want us down there. And that's where the ancient warfare structures can start to spawn in. And they wouldn't want us there. They're hostile towards us. and we would just be seen as an invading force. And that way, then we could go out, capture their, research here inside our palace, have our scholars actually do some research, put some villagers up there. And yeah, I think that'd be really... You know what? I've just convinced myself. I'm going to install Ancient Warfare into this mod intense pack. Already mod intensive pack. As well as Ice and Fire. And I think that would be some really cool... That would be a great way to get those into there. It's... Structures is not because, we can say that they've always been there. We just haven't explored that far yet. But of course, we can only really afford to install it after we built up our castle, and then we can say that. I also want to get a map. We're gonna get this massive map room. It'll take me a long time to map it. Oh boy, a long time to actually use cartography to graph it, to map it all out. Oh boy, that's gonna take a long time. So long. So unbelievably long time to map all that out. But it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it because I'm willing to. What were we doing again? Yeah, that's right. I keep saying we're going to do this, and I have yet to actually start. I get distracted, so... I think back here would be a good spot for a garden space, so we wouldn't necessarily extend too far, but we would have a bit of private garden area where we can just bask in a nice garden. Would it be accessible from the wall? No, we wouldn't actually be able to. It would extend would it be able to extend a bit further? Yeah, we can have an elevated garden area back here. Let's see, so start mapping this out. Here, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be the start, so we have a nice big walkway. Part of it over here. Here. Bit of a more narrow back this way. Start there. Maybe I will have... Uh-oh. That's right. I will be able to cut this up. Well, it shouldn't really matter. Yeah, that shouldn't matter at all. Yeah, and then somewhere here we can have like a small side entrance for people to enter in who are coming through here. So not many people would... maybe actually for accessibility to get out this way. We'd have a side entrance here. And that way it's not immediately, if somebody were to be crazy enough to climb up here and try to attack into the castle, they would first have to make a left. And they would have to go through the guards exiting through this tower. And obviously they would then be flanked by guards exiting out of this tower. So coming out here, they get flanked. If they want to get inside, they'd have to go to there. And they would both have to deal with guards from the front and flanking them behind. Of course, it could spill out to this zone too. Let's see here. On the side of here could be another training area. I need to put some space for barracks. That's probably going to go underneath the castles. So don't use that. That's not the correct markers. 3 right there. A little bit of back alley over this way. Narrow here, but then bring it back like this. Could have a little room for a bit of a... could, if we wanted to, make a nice little grotto back here. Lily pads, some water. I would have to cover the water up on Fort, though, because if you leave water exposed at this high of an elevation, it's just going to freeze immediately, which is not what I want. There. So we're going to end up just mapping this out, because I don't know what I'm going to make the exterior walls out of. I'm not even sure how thick the exterior wall. Might make it too thick, so that I can have an interior design and an exterior design. I think that would work. That should work. Yeah, that would work. Alright, so we would then have to line this up. No, wait, this is... We'll use these... This is to mark strictly the exterior wall. Use this to mark the interior wall. I don't know if I could... Can I chisel glass? That is an interesting question. Can I chisel the glass? Would have to try that out. I have some spare blocks I could try. Yeah, I have some spare blocks, a couple spare blocks of glass, and I have some glass shards. So I could take the glass shards and form them into a new piece of glass if I need to. Alright, let's go ahead and place this down. Can I... That's the wrong chisel. Well, that's cool that I can do that. Where did I throw that chisel? I thought I tossed it into here. There's the chisel. You can see a little bit of I've been using some bone meal to get more saplings and more wood. I think if we go over to here, I brought up all the saplings that I had from down below. I'm still working on them. I know I have more jungle in one of the this chest here. No, I have some more jungle wood around here somewhere, because I have a fair bit of jungle wood inside one of the. Yeah, I have jungle wood there. Oh, okay, here we go. That's where the reunite the jungle wood there. Yeah, I've been slowly using bone meal to get more and more saplings. I did the same for ebony at some point, so that I have a greater sapling count, and of course more wood to be able to build with. So there aren't a whole lot of saplings that I have. Well, actually, I shouldn't say there's a whole lot that I don't have. I have a good portion of what's here. I could possibly be bordering on. I have the majority of saplings here. Obviously, I don't have anything that would show up in Twilight Forest or the Betweenlands, if there is even one that shows up in the Betweenlands. But I do have a large. Oh, there's one from Etem, and then Aether. So I don't have any from the Etem 2, Aether, or Twilight Forest. But aside from that, or Herbrus. Okay, so I'd say I have about a little less than 50%. But I do have a good selection of saplings to use. So whatever wood you guys would think would look pretty good, let me know in the comments section. I could also do a small episode where I showcase each of the different trees and their wood counterparts and how it would look. Then you guys could help me pick something out. Obviously, I couldn't do something like the sacred oak sapling, just because it wouldn't really make a whole. I couldn't be able to do that, but I do want this tree, and I'll tell you guys why I want this tree once we have it. And it's got something to do with a special achievement that you get when you get it. We've probably I think I've showcased it off, but anyway, you can chisel glass. Oh, that's amazing. By the way, what I've been doing with this is just doing this with all the bits, because there's a ton of bits that come with it. Okay, yeah, that's great. Uh-oh. Okay. I guess I won't get my return on that one, but that's great. I can chisel glass. I can use a chisel to chisel out glass, which means I can make vertical slabs for glass, and sandwich them in between and make it look, make the walls jet in a little, like this jet in a bit. That's amazing. That's awesome. I like that. I like that there's so many. I have so many. If you can't tell, ladies and gentlemen, I am so happy. I have so much design choices. My head could explode. Alright, anyways, let's get back to mapping this out. This is, again, for interior walls. Oh yeah, and by the way, in terms of lighting, I am going to use torches for now to light up the area so that mobs don't spawn in whenever we can work at night. Obviously not now, because I don't have enough torches. But they will be replaced with candles, lanterns, because I think we'd be in a rich enough of a village to be able to afford lanterns to the, at least to some walls, to some of the guard posts. We would only want to use torches in more realistic sense, but inside homes, definitely candles, lanterns inside some of the more rich and bigger homes. Obviously for us, we'd be using lanterns. And I might even use the... Oh, lantern wrong, but... We'd use the fancy lanterns that are gold, look more gold-like, and these for exterior. Maybe I might use this lantern. Or possibly this one here. Not sure. Yeah, so let's get that reliquary lantern of paranoia. Place these torches in unlit area automatically. Not sure what that means. Blaze lantern, Elder Sea lantern, dusk-bound lantern. Would use some of these lanterns down here. Silver and gold lantern. How do I make this? I gotta see how that would look. Actually, we could I realize that this is less on building and more of I kind of checking out all my different options that we can for showcasing what I can do with some of these mods. Like, this one chisel is so incredibly powerful. I could do so much with it. Unfortunately, only on whole blocks. Can't do it on slabs or stairs. And I really was hoping I could do it on slabs. Oh well, I can use it to make my own slabs. If need be. I'm so happy. I'm also very overwhelmed with all the different choices that I can have with this. Do I need to get silver? Figures I need silver, then gold requires gold. Do I have any silver? I know I have. Well, hold on. Let's see what it looks like with how does this look? Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Would it clash though? How do I make one of these ones? Need glass panes. I don't have enough glass to make glass panes. And these ones are really big. How do I make this one? Iron nuggets around a torch. There you go. How would this compare? Because we have chain. I could have it hang. I could have some of these hanging off of some chain if I wanted to. Question is, does this actually provide light? I don't know if it does. I'm a little conflicted because on one hand I can use chain with it, like chain links with it, because it gets added in through rustic. Oh, I thought it actually got added in my future versions. Anyways, it gets added in by rustic and I can use that. I can't craft that at all. There's no way to get that. Get this, and also do silver chain and gold chain. How do the lanterns work? do. I place that like that. Yeah, move that up. Okay, it can also do that. Right. Okay, never mind. This, no. We're getting rid of this. We're not using this. Gonna go out, flat out delete it. Could I use it? Yeah, I could, but I don't want it around. This I like. I like this a lot better. I'm so happy I downloaded Rustic. You have no idea. Oh, I'm so happy. If you could see the giant smile I have on my face, ladies and gentlemen, you know how happy I am. That could work perfect for some lighting. We can have lanterns inside here instead. Go ahead and replace these guys with lanterns. These will be replaced eventually too. And by the way, the reason why it's like this is I don't think practically it would be this high. It probably would be a bit taller, but this is for to prevent Endermen from being able to teleport in. So I at least would have a spot. If for some reason there's a bunch of Endermen angry at me, I can come under here and take cover from them. I mean, we are trying to be realistic, but we also have to understand that there are some mechanics in Minecraft that, such as teleporting around, that the enemy could do, which of course is a valid way for them to be able to get into the palace. But I think somebody would be able to see something being tossed up like an ender pearl, and then immediately people landing down. In terms of a Minecraft, really, they would be watching out for ender pearls. Just like, oh, yeah, there comes one. It's going to come down, and guards ready. Oh, there's a couple of them here, and kill them all. All right, let's see here. So from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that. Yeah, I won't worry so much about that. There. And this is going to take on the more a more square form, which is, from what I understand, is it's practical. The medieval people were more practical. So square shape over these lavish stuff is kind of what we're going to aim for. Now, granted, I might in time also, curve out have some more curved portions to kind of bring a little more fantasy into this. But obviously, this is the main building, and some of it's going to be going up high, some of it's just only going to be sticking to maybe a floor or two above it or below. Here, I'm going to have it. Kind of curve outward a little bit. Now it forms a little bit of a curve. Little bit. Not too much of one. Let's see here. We're gonna kind of include a bit of room for that could actually be over here. Could have an indoor training yard right here. I know, focus. We got to get the exterior done first. Exterior first, and then we can move inside once the exterior is completed. A bit of a thinner one. Okay, let's start to curve this out a bit. Not much of a curve. It kind of goes into sharp. Like that. Bit of an area in here for maybe some people to sit down, relax against the edge of the wall. Of course, there's a tower in here. I forgot about the tower. Right. Let's see. Here's the tower. Right around here. Interior 5, so 1. Five. 4, 5. Let's quickly take this out of our hand before we accidentally chisel a block that I don't want to chisel. Because any block that I happen to chisel, I can't reconstruct it. It wouldn't work that well, so I end up deleting it. Alright, so this is the tower. And would that work? Well, I would actually say, yeah, that would be okay to work there. Yeah, those llamas were doing that quite a bit. They were just spinning on top of a block like this. Let's see here. So we'll take this down to 1. That. Have this stretch into 2. 1, 1, 2. That. Kinda. Curves a little bit back here, but that's okay. The wall isn't perfect. Like perfectly boxed in. Got lots of curves to it. Very curvy wall. Alright, so the soldiers can get in and out here. Is there any reason to... No, in case they get on the walls, this area would probably be a bit taller. Maybe we can get some arrow loops at the top to shoot onto defenders so that... it'd be funny just to be defending the castle on top of the walls. Not that the walls would be taken very easy, but the towers would definitely... Actually, the outside towers, I'm not sure if I want to put access to the walls on them. I might just keep it limited to the stuff in here, which could be a mistake, but at the same time, it would also guarantee that the defenders would have to break into here. And by the time they break into here, the battle is, the battle for the castle would basically be over by that time. As, we've lost the final... we've lost the grounds here, they'd pour into here, and they would just have to... They were within striking distance of the castle. And then they could go up to the towers here and just start killing the guys up in there. So, yeah, we'll only have the entrances to the upper part of these walls from in here. Because if we put entrances to the towers here, well, they can then use this to get on top of the walls and... get on top of those walls there, and also raise the portcullis. So I don't think it's a good idea to include ladders out here. Yeah, I gotta make a note of that. Do not add ladders to top of the tower. I mean, it would be annoying for the tower guards to then walk through the main gate up on top and to patrol up to here. But I think that's an okay sacrifice in the event that this place gets invaded. Like, I'm trying to think in a realistic standpoint, because we're... Not that it would ever happen. I don't think realistically we'd be invaded. But I do think... I'm just trying to take this in a realistic concept. Oh yeah, I also have to... This might not be realistic, but there is also going to be a little area in here for some pheasants and some chickens to, for eggs and that sort of stuff up here, as well as, the occasional... If it gets old enough, we slaughter them. I don't know how realistic that would be for... somebody to keep livestock, like some small livestock up here. Obviously, I think people have kept... This might be only fantasy, but they've kept, wolves up here. Surely there would have been a stables. This place is not really practical to have a stables up here, but... a stables for the knights of the castle, as well as the king, and... his sons or his daughters and the queen, if any of those are here, it would make sense for that to be up here. So if horses could, realistically be brought inside the main castle, why wouldn't pheasants and chicken, like something smaller, like pheasants and chickens, obviously not in great quantities, but in just a few, less than 10 is what I'm saying. Less than 10, that way you keep them up here, you get, I guess fresh eggs every now and then. The farmlands you can bring up meats and different foods. You can easily get them up here through servants. Anyways, I want to pose that question. Do you think it's realistic to have pheasants and chickens up here as well? Let me know in the comments. I'm asking you guys for a whole lot, I know, but I want to make this really good. Oh, I'm going to have to move this. There's going to be a big storage area underneath. And I got to get rid of that creeper. It's going to smile at me, hiss with glee, and then explode. Hope.
And welcome back. You have made it to the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed, maybe share this video to anybody who you think will enjoy my content, and also don't forget to check out some of my other stuff. I'm not only doing this game, but I also have done a ton of other games. Well, a ton, I think I can count, well, I'm not sure how many games I've done at this point, but anyways, here's a small little bit of collection of games that I've done. And if you look on screen, it should take you to either another video or a playlist. Maybe you'll enjoy that. Perhaps you might not. I don't know. We will find out. Hope you all enjoyed, and until next one, take it easy.